Thank you, everyone. Special day here for the MAAC and our partners in Ireland. And we're very pleased to be able to announce a new partnership. And to do our Master of Ceremonies duties, I would like to introduce Paul Lambert from the Basketball Hall of Fame. Paul?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rich. Good morning. Thanks so much. On behalf of John DeLeva and the entire staff at the Basketball Hall of Fame, I bring greetings from Springfield, Massachusetts, the birthplace of basketball. We're here today with some very good news as the Hall of Fame formally introduces our newest basketball property, our first international event, the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame Belfast Classic. Working in cooperation with our partners on the ground in Belfast, Sport Changes Life, and the MAAC, we'll be producing a two-day collegiate basketball tournament at the SSE Arena in Belfast, Northern Ireland, on Friday, December 1st and Saturday, December 2nd, 2017. The teams participating in this inaugural event are Holy Cross, Manhattan College, LaSalle University, and Towson University. We look forward to welcoming these fine teams, their coaches, fans, and alumni to Belfast for this remarkable event. With the opening of the current Hall of Fame Museum in 2002, we've developed a series of world-class events highlighting the many levels of basketball constituencies represented in the Hall, growing our beautiful game into the living history of basketball. These important outreach events have made the Hall of Fame a vital partner in the contemporary world of basketball while maintaining our mission of honoring and celebrating basketball's greatest moments and people. Beyond the games, we're so pleased and proud to be partnered with Sport Changes Life and the Rory Foundation, the foundation created by golfing great and Belfast native Rory McIlroy, to create a series of important community outreach opportunities in the Belfast region. The Rory Foundation has done simply remarkable work, assisting children and their families through a series of health and educational programs. We're extremely proud and excited to begin this initiative together with the Rory Foundation and Sport Changes Life, as the Hall continues to grow our community engagement platform, highlighting the wonderful positive attributes of Hall of Famers and our game: teamwork, fitness, a healthy body, mind, and spirit. We're deeply grateful to the marketing partners who've already stepped up to support this important event. Our sincere thanks to Aer Lingus, joined today by, thank you so much, Cindy, for being here, for their remarkable generosity, and to the Belfast City Council for their leadership and vision in supporting this event. Thanks also to Velocity Worldwide. We deeply appreciate your support. We look forward to welcoming more partners in the near future. Finally, we would like to thank the teams, coaches, and administrators of the schools who've agreed to join us in this new effort. We're so grateful for your confidence in us and enthusiasm for the new event. We should have a remarkable time together in Belfast. These are important days for the beautiful city of Belfast, a time of great potential and positive growth. I've been lucky enough to visit this wonderful city twice now, and look forward to returning, working with our partners to do our small part to create a wonderful new experience for the people of Belfast, and to assist in the remarkable efforts to build a positive outlet through sports for the young people and families of the city. During our last trip, we were lucky enough to visit the Malone Integrated School, and I look forward to returning to meet those great young people and other such groups as we build a positive future together. And at this time, I'd like to introduce our partner, our great friend, Commissioner Rich Ensor. Hall of Fame and the MAAC have a unique relationship. We couldn't possibly have done this without Rich and his staff's tremendous assistance. We're so grateful to them for our continued relationship. Rich.
Thank you, Paul. Well, it is an important day for the MAAC as we continue our development of championship events for our teams to participate in. One of our strategic outgrowths for the next 5 years is to develop these relationships, and it came naturally to us to partner with the Hall of Fame, where we've done any number of events over the last 5 years, including events at the Mohegan Sun for men and women's basketball teams. So knowing our relationship with the Hall of Fame, and then the MAAC had developed a relationship with the Victory Scholars Program, where we've placed some of our former student athletes in master's degree programs in Ireland. And we've been very pleased with that relationship, including most recently we had 2 or 3 of them playing this year. So it's a great opportunity for them to get their degrees and also have an opportunity to continue playing another year of basketball after they leave the MAAC. So with those two relationships, we just thought it was perfect to try to blend the two and see if we could put together an event in Belfast. Belfast is a city that's in a tremendous growth. It's well past the troubles of the old days, but it still needs that building of relationships. And we think bringing college basketball and the role models that our athletes represent will only help continue that growth. So I want to thank the Hall of Fame. I want to thank the Victory Scholars and the SSE Arena and our sponsors. I know Aer Lingus has stepped up big early, and the Rory Foundation, and we look forward to the event next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Rich. We're always grateful for the partnership and friendship between our two organizations and families. Speaking of families, I'd like now to introduce the CEO of Sport Changes Life, Gareth McGuire. Gareth, his family, and his team have welcomed us to Belfast like family members, and we're very grateful for the warmth and hospitality all have shown us during our work to date. Gareth has promised to be brief this morning. We thank him in advance for that generosity.
Type of notes. Thank you. Thank you. I could get a better round of applause than that from the ones in the front. Anyway, what a pleasure it is to be here. To an extent a wee bit overwhelmed. I was at the Basketball Hall of Fame when we were there a few weeks ago, the way we were welcomed. I'd taken myself off Facebook, and a picture came up. It was a year ago today that I met the Basketball Hall of Fame, and it was when I met Greg. I have to feel sorry for him from that point. Probably I've ruined his year since that journey started, but I'm certainly trying to get better. But what a year it's been. A lot of discussions, a lot of meetings, a lot of discussions with government, who is today actually back into an election, obviously after my discussions with them. I obviously rocked that whole ship. We are very proud to be here. We're a small organisation. We're about young people, so that's why we made the effort to be here. We created a programme through the University of Ulster, a programme 10 years ago this year. So to have this event on our 10th year, we couldn't have asked for any better. University of Ulster, through Deirdre, my wife, she created a Victory Scholarship programme where we had the idea where we wanted to bring American students who had graduated to create a type of Fulbright programme where we wanted to use those Americans to really impact young people in the community. I was blessed and very fortunate to meet two gentlemen when I was a young boy growing up in West Belfast, one called Boo Williams and one called Dave Hopla, two prominent names in the game here in terms of culture and working with young people, and they're the people that impacted me. So when Deirdre and I had the idea, with our good friend Mark Murray, another founder of this, we had the idea, let's try and increase this. Today we have increased it. We have 10, 11 institutions in Ireland involved. The founding partner, University of Ulster. Founding partner in the south of Ireland is NUIG Galway. And the idea has only blossomed, and we want to keep on growing that element of it, because the more we grow that, the more we help the leagues and the conferences that we support. But more importantly, I then get to engage, which is why we do it. The core of everything we do is to engage in the young people that we try to support in those communities back home that we now work with. How have we got to this point? You know, Rich Ensor has been a huge, huge person in our world. He has been significant in every way. He's the person that we always go to when we don't understand. I probably drive him insane at times. But I want, and I did the last time, I want people to make people aware that without him helping us drive this, we would not be here today. So I'd just like to give a wee quick round of applause for Rich Ensor, if you don't mind. In addition to that, obviously, the Basketball Hall of Fame. You know, Mark and I, two West Belfast kids growing up over here, both working in the same organisations. Always heard of the Basketball Hall of Fame, always had this unbelievable, dreamy feeling about how that would be. And it has absolutely been phenomenal working with them. I am sure the two cultures of working together sometimes is a bit of a shock at times, but I absolutely am so excited about where we're going to take this. The impact that of your name and wanting to work with us is only a privilege. It's a privilege, and it's something that as we grow this, it's going to get even better. So we really appreciate that. The colleges, you're the first. You're the first to come over. I see the AD from Manhattan looking at me, giving me, I see we are the first, so it better be right. We are doing absolutely everything to make sure that you have the best 4 or 5 days in Belfast. We are doing everything to make that happen. We're on the phone. That's where Craig and Paul are getting tortured, but we are making sure that you're going to have the most phenomenal experience there. And it's great to spend a wee bit of time with Coach there and get an understanding of some of the things we'd like to put in place. The MAAC, obviously, through Rich, has been a very, very important partner. We have other conferences that we work very closely with, but we're excited about this relationship because it's going to grow from strength to strength. Obviously mentioning the University of Ulster, it's the founder of all of this. The University of Ulster was the one that took the first chance of bringing the very first 2 scholars over. And I'm very proud to be an alum of the University of Ulster, and we are going to make sure that their experience and that success is going to grow. The Rory Foundation, unbelievable experience working with them for the last year. Rory has been very much involved in it, very much an ambassador of the Victory Scholarship Programme. So him reaching into our community, bringing all these partners, and the head of Aer Lingus was with us in the Basketball Hall of Fame some weeks ago, and he said, how do we get all these people in the room? We didn't know. Finally, just want to say that Aer Lingus have jumped in right at the beginning at the foundation element of this. We are so proud of that. I am so proud of that. And even in the discussions outside, the fact that such a major company is making a major impact on a focused programme for Belfast and Northern Ireland. I can't thank the company enough. I can't thank the people who have been phenomenal in terms of our short, can you get us a flight organised in 2 weeks or in 2 days? Every time they've come up trump. Now, we're not going to keep doing that, otherwise we'll drive them nuts. But I'd just like to give a big round of applause to Aer Lingus who have stepped in this early stage. And finally, you'll be glad to know, Paul, finally, it's the first time, and I'm not looking for any sad or feel sorry for us. It's not that at all. We're very privileged of what we do. It's the first time, I don't know how many years, my whole family have been together in one venue during this whole journey in the last 10 years. I normally come away to talk, and always back and ringing Deirdre and saying, listen, I believed some of the people we met, and it's just unbelievable. Rich, you've been a big part of that. You mentioned the word family. Family is what the Victory Scholarship Programme is. Family is the people that we meet around the country. And I am very proud and delighted that Deirdre's here, because she never gets to celebrate the work that she does so much back home. And, to have her here is just phenomenal with our 3 girls. So from my perspective, all I want to say and finish on this, thank you for allowing us to develop this partnership. We are privileged to be a part of this, and we are going to welcome you to Belfast like no other. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Gareth. And Deirdre, thanks so much for all you've done. Gareth, like me, clearly married up. It was one of those circumstances. And Gareth, thanks so much. Thanks to your colleagues and team in Belfast. I know that Mark Mulholland is with us today, who's worked unbelievably hard already to try to get us to this point today. We thank him and the entire Sport Changes Life team for all you do.
Don't forget Jordan. She's living back there.
Jordan, I never forget Jordan. I come back to Jordan all the time of the MAAC. We couldn't do anything without her. Our longtime friend, and we'll be working together very closely in Belfast and beyond to develop this property. And folks should understand we're really building this from the ground up. It's going to be an extraordinary effort that'll bear fruit for many years to come, but it's a wonderful undertaking that we've done already so far, and I always look forward to working with Jordan. It's half the reason we show up here. And finally, we'd like to hear from one of the coaches who will be joining us in Belfast from Manhattan College, Coach Steve Masiello.
Well, what an honor it is, and how humbled we are at Manhattan College to be a part of this inaugural event and work with so many terrific organizations, from the Rory Foundation to Sports Changes Life. It's just something we're really excited about. And anytime you're dealing with student athletes, for us, it's always about experience and opportunity. And we truly believe this is going to give our student athletes an experience of a lifetime. And it's going to be life-changing for them, that they're going to be able, aside from basketball, to experience another country and other cultures and really get a taste of what it's like. And there's so many great things going on for all of the schools to be involved in something like this. The excitement that goes on our campus, from the administration to the alumni to the players to recruiting, how it impacts so many people on a daily basis is really something special. I was talking outside with Garrett. The thing I'm the most excited about is the arena that you were telling me about, and it seats 7,000 people, and it has multiple replay cameras. So for us, we're really excited about this. But we're really looking forward to this event. And yes, it's about basketball and basketball bringing so many people together, and all the work that goes in behind the scenes. But I can't tell you how humbled we are to be a part of this inaugural event and what it means to Manhattan College, not just the men's basketball program, but to our alumni, to our administration, to our coaching staffs. And this is something we want to be a part of for a long time. And anytime we get to work with the Hall of Fame and obviously the MAAC and so many great organizations, you know something great is going to come from it. So I thank you for having us be a part of this. We're extremely excited about it, and we're really looking forward to getting over there. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. We look forward to welcoming you and your team to Belfast. Before we go, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my colleague, Greg Persino, who's put these teams together and as always acts as the spearhead behind the scenes for the Hall of Fame basketball events. Greg, we could not have gotten here without you. I just wanted to acknowledge your work publicly. I tend to work from prepared remarks so I don't forget something, but I just wanted to add, I'd not been to Belfast before we started to make these trips, and for those of you who will be involved in this, and I hope many of you will be, this is a wonderful little city at a real time of change and growth. It's warm, it's intimate, it's hospitable, and I really look forward to working with everybody to make this a very special event. But that wraps up today's remarks. We'll be happy to have any questions you might have, and I'd like to invite Rich and Gareth to join me up here and Coach for a quick photo.
And we will. Thanks, Paul. I did want to mention one thing about Manhattan. When I talked to Steve about this 18 months ago, I said, Steve, this is what we're thinking about doing. What do you think of it? He said, sign me up right now. It was that easy a conversation. So, Steve, I appreciate that. And everybody at Manhattan College, thank you. All right, so let's do a couple of things.